Well, the book's called Looptail.
Looptail.
And Looptail is the story of, the book picks up with me in Tibet in 1997, because that was one of the lowest points of the company where we'd actually gone bankrupt as a company in 1997. And I was in Tibet at the time.
So the company's doing poorly,
Yeah.
bankrupt. You
Yeah.
decide to go on a vacation to Tibet. You just withdrew. You needed a little downtime.
No, I was running an exploratory trip. So we used to sell trips for customers. And I had to go on this trip actually because we didn't have the money to pay the customers back if we wanted to cancel it. And the Canadian dollar dropped against the US dollar that year. I don't know if you remember. And suddenly a Canadian dollar was $1.60 for a US dollar. And so all of our operations were in US dollars, but we sold in global currency. So the company went bankrupt almost within 6 months because we didn't have the forward buying or the systems to be able to catch the currency differences. So I came back and the company was a mess. I had a partner at the time who decided they wanted to leave because they couldn't handle. We were over $500,000 in debt. Our paychecks bounced for all of our staff that month when I came back. And
so you're 6 or 7 years into the business.
Yeah.
You've had some ups, some downs, some external things.
We've had a lot of growth.
We've
had a lot of growth because we've grown until that point to be a reasonable.
Now you're bankrupt and one of your partners doesn't want to be there.
No.
What's going through your mind? How does it feel to be so into your dream and it could be ending?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, you have to read the book. I can't tell you here now. That trip to Tibet changed my life, really. And that's what the book's about. And that's why meeting the Dalai Lama was so critical. And that's what Looptail is about. It's how, at that time, I changed everything about how I thought about business. Even though I'd been doing business from the 12 till 1997, everything that I thought about business was wrong from my experience. And I wanted to change how we did everything. And that was the universe was giving me that opportunity. And it might sound like it's a tragic moment. And when I was lying in bed many nights in Tibet on that trip, I was wondering how we were gonna, it was the dream coming to an end, is how I thought. But by the time I came back, I knew that it was also my opportunity.